What's the word, big dog? What it is, what it do, how it be. Welcome to another dope show on YouTube where we talk about everything under the sun. As long as we get back to the money, as long as we get back to the real conversation, as long as we get back to a solution. I'm your host, Courtnee Edgar. Listen. I need y'all to lock in with me tonight because we got some topics tonight and we finna go crazy tonight. A plethora of different topics. You already know we're going to deep dive a little bit and I'm going to talk my talk because you know that's how I do. But before we get there, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm and make sure you hit that notification bell, dog, because it's going to help the algorithm reach the type of people that like my type of content. Plus, we are on the road to 1K. 1K. We're almost there. Then we can hit monetization. Then we can really start elevating this platform. You feel me? But in the meantime, if you want to support the channel, the link is in the description and also pinned in the comments as well. All right. So y'all ready? Y'all ready to lock in? We're going to be here for a minute. So let's get to it. First topic of the night. I wasn't going to talk about this. I really wasn't. But then I said, you know what? It wouldn't be the Courtnee Edgar Show if I didn't talk about it because it's about, not only is it about talking a little bit about money, but it's also talking about holding each other accountable, but also looking at things from, not always looking at things from a one-sided perspective, all right? So, After Hours, Anton Daniels' channel, Slimmy and Q Diddy, they were going at it last night and shit got heated and Slimmy went off the rails. 1000% Slimmy went off the rails and it was crazy. It was wild, but I'm going to let y'all see it and let y'all get y'all perspective on it. And then I'm going to give my thoughts on it. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. And make sure y'all hit that like, make sure y'all hit that notification bell and make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe.
I don't feel any different.
So I got a question to ask. Like, no matter, man, that's hard to watch, man. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't tripping. That's why I asked to see the extra video because I didn't know it was there. I still don't understand why the dude was getting punched. Like,
right?
What would make you punch this man? Like, what did he do? Like, I could see if the dude would have been like, hey, man, fuck all y'all, fuck police. I could see maybe, like, you starting to rough him up for that. You know what I'm saying? I just said some wild shit to police, and I got punched before. It was warranted. I ain't gonna lie. It was warranted when I got punched. Very much. I said some out-of-line shit. That dude didn't say nothing out of line, though. He got hit several times. They pulling his hair. They being extra. Like, extra as fuck.
Talking shit to police doesn't warrant.
Yeah. Thank you. No. Yeah. You can't talk shit and
yes, you
and
can.
Yes, you can. Wait. You gotta let me fucking talk, dog.
Why are you cussing, nigga?
Damn, man.
Nigga, why are you always here, nigga?
You just trying to chill the fuck out, dog.
Nigga, it's a conversation.
Chill.
You chill out, nigga.
Let him get it out, man.
10, nigga, with
go ahead, Slim. You don't even know what I'm about to say, and you trying to fly off the handle. Relax,
niggas get cut off all the time.
Just
you
relax.
the only one that get mad, nigga. You
just relax. I'm telling you to chill.
Nigga, I know what the.
I'm telling you to chill. Nobody's sensitive.
I'm telling you sensitive.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Now, what's up? Now, what's up? Shut the fuck up, bitch.
You sensitive.
I beg your pardon.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Your mama.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. She around the corner.
Your mama, nigga. You
sensitive. She around the corner.
Your mama, nigga.
Lame ass motherfucker. Now shut the fuck up.
Your mama, nigga.
Shut the fuck up. You don't want to be insensitive. I'm telling you to chill.
You don't want
I'm telling you to chill because you don't even know what I'm about to say.
Everyone gets cut off and you the only one starts.
Okay. Shut the fuck up.
Let him see the shit out.
Shut the fuck up, nigga.
You the only one gets.
Shut the fuck up.
Why are you screaming?
Shut the fuck up, because I'm sick of your shit, bro. Shut the fuck up, man.
Weird. Everybody
always want to cut somebody off.
Everybody gets cut off.
Shut the
and
fuck
you
up.
the only one start screaming.
Shut your bitch ass up.
You the only one start
screaming. Shut your bitch ass up. Now I'm crashing out. Shut your bitch ass up.
I beg your pardon.
No, I gotta get my shit out.
Not that motherfucker.
Crash Out University.
Weird ass motherfucker.
You the only one, nigga. You
All
the
you want to
only
do is
one.
bitch and cry and
You
complain.
the only
I ain't saying
one.
nothing the whole time.
You
As soon
the
as I'm talking, your
only
bitch
one
ass want to
that
start
fucking
interrupting
gets
people.
super
Shut the
sensitive.
fuck up sometimes,
This
boy.
shit is crazy.
Shut the fuck up.
Nigga, this is crazy.
Just drop down for a little while.
Fucking weird ass nigga, man. Shut the fuck up, man.
This shit is crazy.
No, you a crazy motherfucker for thinking.
All right, so the shit going off the rails, bro. First initial thought before I let it continue to play. First initial thought, I gotta say it. Slimmy, big dog, OG, homie. That the way that you came off, big dog, it sounded like that was some pent up energy that you already had. Maybe it may not have been against Q Diddy, or it may have been against Q Diddy, but the way that you just snapped like that, fam, yo, I gotta call a spade a spade. That was a sensitive reaction, bro. And this ain't me coming for you. This ain't me trying to come at you, because Q Diddy wrong too. He kept egging this shit on. Y'all know how Q Diddy do. He don't know how to just call it. He don't know how to just call it a spade, just like you got it, big dog. He went right in. He kept egging the shit on, which then Slimmy kept going on and on and on and on. And Q Diddy, he kept egging the shit on. So both of y'all wrong.
That you could just cut people off and it's gonna be cool.
I cut Anton off all the time, and that nigga.
I don't give a fuck. It don't make it right, you dumb motherfucker.
That's crazy. This shit is crazy.
Wild.
This shit crazy.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I see why you got punched, nigga.
No, I ain't get punched because of that. Because I was cracking jokes. But you would never punch me. You would never do
I'm
that.
not scared of you, nigga. You're just taller than me.
Scared. I'm
nigga,
saying you won't do that.
I'll put a two-piece spicy on your
like
gut,
that.
nigga.
You ain't built like that.
Fucking nigga body shots,
you ain't built
nigga.
like that. Now that's the fact.
That's not the last nigga that I whooped his ass. That's what I said right before I whooped his ass. That nigga said I ain't built like that. And I whooped that nigga's ass. And it's on camera, nigga. And it's on camera, nigga.
I ain't him.
Nigga,
but here's the thing though. You can stand on business without screaming. You can stand on business and get your point across without going the extra mile, without doing all the extra shit. Like, if we gonna call it a spade, let's call it a spade. You ain't gotta go out. You ain't gotta go off the rails like that. You really don't. If you want to get your point across, like, hey, Q Diddy, bro, like, I feel it. I know we having a conversation, but bro, let me get my shit off first, dog. But because the way he went off and then start going to bitch motherfuckers and fuckers and like, come on, fam. It gotta be something else. Must have been going on. It didn't warrant it. But again, we understand. We all know. We've been watching this show for a while. We know who Q Diddy is. We know how Q Diddy responds. We know Q Diddy. He like the shit on. He a troll. This nigga a real life troll, bro. And so you gotta know how. You just gotta know how to, like, all right, bro. This nigga here, he on some bullshit. Let me just go ahead and do my thing. Let me just let him do what he do, or just let him know, hey, bro, just let me get my thoughts off real quick, and then, you know what I'm saying, we can move on. I just want to get my 1 point across. You ain't gotta crash out like that, bro. You really don't. And look, and for some people, some people may come at me and say, look, bro, you pussy for that. But I don't think that's pussy, though. I just think that just a man, it's different ways to be stern and stand on business versus crashing the fuck out. I can still stand on business. I can still get my point across. Say, hey, big dog, stop interrupting me, bro. Let me get my shit off, and then you can do whatever you want to do. You can say whatever you gotta say. Let me at least get my thoughts off real quick. And then we keep it pushing. Or he just sit back and like, all right, you got it, dog. But we know how Q Diddy is.
Ain't no camera getting my ass beat.
Nigga,
never will be. Nigga. We can set it up, though. We can go to any gym.
Why are you so sensitive? I'm too old. I'm worth too much money. I'm too old and I'm worth too much money to be dealing with niggas like that.
Any gym, anytime.
You are sensitive.
We can set it up. We can stream it.
You are sensitive.
Ain't nobody sensitive. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Now I'm being.
Yeah, that's a sensitive response. Listen, bro. If Slimmy see this, look, big dog, look, I ride with you, bro, at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? This is just me critiquing. I'm calling for what it is. I'm calling a spade a spade. I ain't got no dog in the fight. But from what I'm looking at and what I'm seeing, that's a sensitive response that you got. It's very sensitive because you went off the rails fast as fuck. I ain't never seen nobody crash the fuck out so fucking fast. I have never seen nobody crash out that fast. So it must have been some shit that was pent up beforehand, before the show started. Something. Because, dog, my G went off the rails.
Disrespectful.
I cut off everybody.
I'm being disrespectful.
I don't feel
sick
anything.
Of your shit.
I don't feel anything.
I know you don't.
Molly cut you off and you crashed out on Molly when she cut you off.
I ain't never crashed out on her. No, you crashed out on Molly. You crashed out on Molly.
Only one are sensitive.
No, you crashed out on Molly.
Why are you so sensitive? You didn't have a strong father. That's why you act like this.
Hey,
This is why you act like this. This is why you act like
that. Hey, remember you said this shit. Just remember that.
Fathers
remember you said that shit.
People crash out like this.
So let's go. So let's go. Just remember that. Just remember that.
So it's out of pocket, but he can't.
I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know.
Cutting someone off doesn't warrant anything that Slimmy said.
I'm gonna let you know.
People get cut off all the time.
It's cool.
And it doesn't warrant anything.
Just remember you said that whole shit though, dog. Just remember you said that whole shit. You a bitch. You a bitch.
I'm still.
You a bitch.
And this doesn't warrant anything. Cutting someone off doesn't warrant.
Bring them down, bro.
It's cool.
Pull them down. Give them a sign.
Come on, y'all.
It's cool. No, fuck that. Fuck that. Ain't no come on. Dude always acting like he royalty. You always acting like you royalty.
You're
always acting like you royalty.
I disputed your point and you crashed
out. You didn't dispute shit. You didn't know what the fuck I was gonna say, you stupid motherfucker. I disputed
what came out of your
mouth. You just started cutting me off. You don't know what the fuck I'm gonna say.
I'm calm.
Right.
I'm chill. Right. You're screaming. Right. You're cussing.
Right.
This shit is weird.
Right. Quentin, would you mind just
Molly?
Why you didn't say what do you mind when he called me a bitch, Carrie? Why didn't you stop it then, Carrie?
No, because
I let this nigga get to the upward. I can be disrespect, nigga. I can talk shit too, nigga. Fuck you, man.
I know.
I was sitting here, I was calm. This nigga was screaming egregiousness. Everyone gets cut off every episode, and no one screams like that. No one does it. Everyone gets cut off.
So how
what?
Do we get,
fuck
everyone
you,
gets cut off.
So what? Fuck you, bitch.
Yo mama.
In the discussion.
Yo mama, nigga.
So how do we get beyond this?
Yo mama, nigga.
Fuck you.
Yo mama, nigga.
Molly.
Quentin.
What, nigga? You gonna talk shit? I'm gonna say your mama, nigga. That's my default response. Your mama, nigga.
So all right. So here, because I'm not gonna stop nobody from doing nothing. I'm them days is over for me. The question that we gotta ask ourselves is, are we gonna get to the bag or no? Like,
okay, let's talk.
This shit is silly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna police no grown folks. I'm not gonna tell people what they can and can't do. Like, we got a long road ahead of us when it comes to us rocking with each other, being together. Like, ultimately, this shit is dumb because we all gonna still be with each other 2 years from now, 3 years from now, and hopefully we get a huge bag as a result of it. Y'all not gonna hate each other. 3 weeks from now, y'all gonna be back cool with each other. So why not just expedite the process? Put our feelings aside and not let this shit, you know, we too old for this dumb shit. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I agree.
I'm just saying in general, like we gotta figure out how to get this fucking money, bro. Like,
hold up, say again.
We bigger than this shit, and we about to be like, I'm about to leverage the other platform to really promote this shit and push this shit. And I'm trying to figure out how we all can get a huge bag as a result of it and divvy up the pie. You know what I'm saying? And just split it down the middle 8 ways. And we over here talking about fighting, y'all.
I don't talk about fighting. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not ghetto like that. I don't talk about fighting.
I'm just saying, man. Like, we gotta
but that's what I'm saying. Like, you see the little shots that he be throwing though. Q did like, well, I'm not ghetto like that, bro. Stop egging shit on. Because if Slimmy wanted to crash out again, he probably could have, just by you saying like, nigga, I ain't ghetto. What the fuck is wrong with you? You see what I'm saying, bro? At the end of the day, actually commented on this. In on this actual video. And it was under somebody else's post because they were saying that Ton, you wrong. You should have, it's about the disrespect, all this extra shit. Cool. But at the end of the day, I don't care what y'all think. Content creation, especially as a YouTuber, when you look at it from a business perspective, you need to operate like a business. I don't care who you are, what you think. I don't care if you a small creator, a micro creator, medium creator, huge creator, whatever the fuck kind of creator you want to be. At the end of the day, if you operate this shit like a business, you gotta operate like a fucking business. That was uncalled for on both ends. It's uncalled for. That's some shit you hash out behind the camera. Don't nobody see you. Get it. You do what you need to do. Make the phone call, get on Zoom call, meet face to face, whatever you got to do to hash that shit out. Because at the end of the day, y'all supposed to be a team. Y'all supposed to be a team. Like, hey, Q Diddy, look, bro, I know you doing it. I know you want to play the troll role. You want to do. You may feel some type of way, but sometimes, bro, you interrupt me a little bit too much, bro. You gotta let me get my fucking thoughts off. You gotta stop doing that to me. Like, I ain't trying to crash out and no shit like that. But you gotta stop fucking doing that shit. Pull the motherfucker to the side. Cause again, I had the conversation with, but I said, look, put it like this. If it was in corporate America, you would not be doing the same fucking thing. You would not be crashing out in corporate America. And so for those people who don't know how to put the two and two together, if you operate this shit like a business, you need to move as such. Hey, dog, look, let me holler at you because you getting a little bit out of pocket. Let me holler at you real quick. Cut that shit out. You ain't finna act the fuck out in front of the office, so therefore now you gonna get fired. Not both of y'all in HR, and you finna get fired and lose your job because you didn't know how to control yourself. It's a business, bro. This is your money. This is your bread. Nigga, you making money off of this shit. Why fuck up the bag? I'll give you an example. Before I give you an example, let me read this what Andre just said. Then if I sense the inflection of insults, I try to walk on. Thick skin helps sometimes, though. Sometimes I admit when I hear cracker or white boy or the Spanish version of white, if I recognize it as an insult, they might have a problem. I mean, I feel you, but I don't. At the end of the day, bro, that's their problem, not mine, dog. They can say whatever. That's their problem. The more and more I continue to grow, that's your problem. Like, that's your problem. That's their problem. They feel that type of way. You can feel how you want to feel. Ain't got shit to do with me, dog. That's between you and God. Do your thing. But for me, so I'll give you a quick story because something on a micro level happened with me. And one of the guys on my panel, on the Bantam Barter panel, right? Marcus. And he remembers this too. So we were doing another show. We were doing another podcast with Cut the Noise podcast. Shout out to that boy John. We were doing a podcast, and the debate got a little heated because it was talking about the N-word, why the N, like we just went into this whole frenzy about the N-word. And so things got a little heated because we were on different sides of the fence. And it ended up getting to a point where we starting to cut each other off, everybody cutting each other off, like, man, this shit's crazy. And then even though it's on the smallest, it wasn't no bitch and none of no shit like that, but it was just, nigga, you acting like a girl, you acting like a hoe out here. It got started checking the nigga manhood. Like, hey, bro, you acting like a female out here, dog. Same thing. He went back, came back with it too, bro. Man, you acting like a hoe out here, bro. You act like a female for real, all sensitive and shit. And so once the show was over, I realized once I relaxed and calmed down and reflected on what the fuck happened, I was like, bro, I was in the fucking wrong. I shouldn't have called him that. I shouldn't even attack his masculinity. It didn't even warrant it. We were just having a discussion. We were just talking. We had a debate that we didn't agree on. So that next day, I end up hitting him offline. I called him. I said, hey, dog, I wanted to hit you up. Needed any leg crossing for real. Hey, for real, that needed any leg crossing. So I end up hitting him up. I said, hey, dog, last night it got a little hectic. We said some things, but I want to let you know that's my fault. That's on me. I apologize for calling you a female, bro. That's on me. Simple as that. Nah, bro. Same thing. He's like, nah, bro. You know what, bro? I was tripping out too. That was on me, bro. You know what, bro? That's water under the bridge, bro. We straight. All right, bro. I just had to let you know. You know what I'm saying? I felt some type of way about it, so I had to let you know and give you a call. You know what I'm saying? Let you know that I apologize for what I said, bro. It's simple as that. And you can see it got a little heated on the show, but it didn't get to that point where we calling each other bitches and going at each other's personal life, talking about moms and all. Like, nah, bro, you ain't got time for that. They ain't got time for all that, bro. Especially when you're talking about money, especially when money's involved. That ain't the time, bro. I get it. I'm a man of principle as well. I'm a man that stands on principle. I'm a man that, look, bro, you ain't finna just disrespect me like that. But there are different ways to handle that. There are different ways to check that. It's like, all right, after the show, I'm gonna call you up. Hey, dog, you can't be doing that. You can't. I get it, but nah, we ain't gonna rock like that, bro. Let me get my shit off. I'm not finna do that online. When the money's on the line, you making good money like that? Nah.
You know, we got to figure this shit out, man.
No,
Like,
that's not. You got to call a spade a spade. Everyone gets cut off.
But here's the thing: Q Diddy is a smart dude, bro. You can tell he's an intelligent individual. He's very intelligent. But Q know what the fuck he be doing.
Freaking 2K was trying to intervene at the same time, and he started yelling at me. Literally, me and 2K cut him off at the same time, and he started yelling at me.
I don't recall.
Let me tell you how I look at it from my lens. Let me tell you how I look at it from my lens. I don't see right or wrong. The only thing I see
I do. If I call somebody a bitch, y'all jump down my throat. Y'all just let this nigga call me a bitch for fucking 8 hours, and then as soon as I say some agreement,
y'all missing what I'm saying. This is not a right or wrong. This is a bag or no bag. That's what I'm looking at. Like, if we can't figure that shit out, we got to learn how to self-police. Is what I'm saying.
You
know what I'm saying?
I understand where you come from.
How to self-police, then
I've corrected my actions. I've corrected my actions. I corrected my action when it came to Molly. I've corrected my actions when it came to Slimmy.
You're looking at this.
You can't tell me I haven't corrected my actions.
You taking it personal. I'm not
taking it personal. I'm not taking it personal. I understand you're the head dude, and you got to keep it right here above everybody. I've corrected all my actions as it pertains to how I correspond with everybody. I don't jump the gun. I don't disrespect. I cut a motherfucker off just as we all do, but I keep it right there, nigga. I don't yell at people like that. Like, I've corrected all my actions since I've been here.
I think this is a teachable moment, man. We definitely can get better from this. But see, the thing is, I'm just keep it real. Me and you both cut Slimmy off at the same time. The difference was when I seen Slimmy trying to get his shit off, I stopped. That showed respect. You kept talking. And then when he asked you about it, you doubled down on the disrespect by continuing to talk. And then you proceeded to be petty on purpose because I know Q did it. You do it to me.
And then I'm talking normal.
No. You was only talking at that point just so he can know that you ain't gonna stop talking because you said it. When you just should acknowledge, okay, I did cut you off, my fault, bro.
No, I mean, listen, the reason why I'm not saying that it's a right or wrong is because I could sit here and point out stuff that we've all done. If we just want to be specific about this situation, I could say that I think that Slimmy is very sensitive. Slimmy is too sensitive, and everything offends him when people say stuff or do stuff. A lot of stuff people offend. You know what I'm saying? And then Slimmy goes into him, and so you know what I'm saying. Then he go off the rails, and the next thing you know, Q Diddy is trying to justify that he's not wrong, which. You know what I'm saying? You can make an argument for whether he's wrong or right. But all I'm saying is when we get past a certain age, it don't really fucking matter who's right or wrong or any of that type of shit because we should be past this. This is shit that you gotta, you know what I'm saying, kind of assist 20-year-olds with. 19 and 18 and 20-year-olds. I don't give a fuck about being a head person. I don't look at myself as a head person on this platform. I look at myself as a co-host. I look at y'all as my partners in this shit. And so what I'm saying is, if we can't self-police to where, okay, if you see that Slimmy is wrong, is it conducive for you to say, Slimmy, you fucking wrong when you see him going off the rails? Or does it make sense for you to stand down, even if you're right, because that's just a mature shit to do, if it looks like it's about to go left? Is it right for Slimmy to just jump off the rails if he feels offended? Or is that some shit that y'all can handle offline? And for him to say, you know what, I'm going to stand down on this one, because it's not about who's right or wrong, because we're not in fucking kindergarten. It's really about whether or not we can continue to push the conversation, or are we going to lose $1, $2, $3, $4, $5,000 on this particular stream because I can't necessarily chop the goddamn clip up and be able to put up a clip about some shit that we was actually scheduled to talk about anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's like, are we focused on the goddamn money and then we can figure this shit off offline? Or are we so focused on whether or not somebody is right or wrong? Because honestly, I'm the only person that take a pay cut for this shit. Y'all get money. I send y'all literally every single month that I send y'all money is more than a month before, regardless of what the number is that we do. Regardless of what the number is that we do, I send y'all more money every single month than the month before, which means that I'm going to have to take a pay cut. And so sometimes when it comes to the expenses, when it comes to looking at it from a business perspective, certain shit I can't drop, I can't chop up. And so I'm looking at it from that lens. I'm looking at it from the lens of, okay, you know what I'm saying? What are we doing and how are we trying to trend this shit? So what I'm saying is, are we mature enough to be able to argue like adults, go back and forth to where it don't necessarily push the line? But then at the same time, if you need to handle some shit, then you handle it offline. And are we mature enough to be able to get this bag? Or are we just going to be like every other fucking podcast, every other platform, to where we can't get along long enough to where we can get the big money?
And that's a fact. And that is a fact. Shout out. That's a fact. Because everybody's looking at it from just the personal standpoint. Oh, he said this about me. Listen, bro, that's one thing about being a man as well. Yeah, sometimes you got to check people and you got to let them know what it is. Like, hey, dog, I'm not going to tolerate you continue to keep talking to me that way. But then sometimes part of being the man as well is learning, like you said, learning when to walk the fuck away. Learning when to, like, you know what? This ain't the time and the place. But just know I'm going to check that shit. This ain't the time for it. We live right now. We here to have a conversation. I'm not here to go back and forth with you and argue with you, calling you bitches and hoes and talk about fighting and shit like that. That's being honest. That's poor man shit. That's poor man mentality. I'm not trying to, bro. I'm not finna fight you, bro. Whether I believe I can beat your ass or not, I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that. I'm here to get this bag. I'm here to have these conversations, and I'm here to get the fuck on at the end of the day and grow and build a fucking platform. I'm building this fucking business because guess what? For those of y'all motherfuckers who think that content creation is a fucking joke, when you start to see that money come through and you start to see motherfuckers getting paid off of this shit, and you see niggas living the life that you wish that you could live because you still working over it, because you still working at that same job you've been working at for 10, 15, 20 years and they moved up nowhere, still making that same fucking pay over there hollering about, oh, it's inflation. Oh, fuck Trump. Trump don't care about us. All that extra shit that y'all be hollering. And while everybody else is over here getting to it back, because guess what? This content creation shit ain't easy, bro. It ain't easy just to get on camera and show your face and just fucking talk. Even just doing reactions. I know a lot of people you doing reactions, bro. You still got to be able to converse. You still got to be able to talk about the shit. You have to re-fucking act to the shit that's going on. That ain't easy. That's not an easy thing to do. And to then show up on a consistent basis, then you get to a point where now you've been consistent. Now things are starting to roll. Now you catching traction. Now you're building. Now you're fucking growing. And then you got people who want to act the fucking fool. Nah. Nope. Fuck no. We ain't got time for that, bro. We trying to get to the money. And for those people who think, bro, it ain't about the money always, like the fuck it's not. You want to be rich or not? You want to grow? You want to build? Do you like the position that you're in right now? Prime example, I'm nowhere close to where the fuck I want to be. when it comes to this content creation, when it comes to the type of money I want to make from this content creation, all that shit, I'm not even close to it. But guess what? We working and we building, we fucking grinding, bro. The traction is, bro, we catching traction. That's what y'all don't understand. You may just be looking at, oh, you only had 900 subscribers, but I understand something. People are watching. They may not be saying nothing. People are watching, bro. People are watching. And so you have to start looking at things from that perspective. Like, hey, dog, do I need to crash out? Or do I just need to just say, you know what? I'm gonna take a couple steps back and then I'll figure that shit out after this shit's over with. Then we'll hash that shit out. But don't worry about it. We're gonna get to it one way or the other. So, I mean, I think, again, both of them are wrong. Both of them. Q Diddy and Slimmy. Both of them are wrong. Holding both of them accountable. I don't care. They can come on the comments and say, nah, nigga, really don't care. I say what I said. You're wrong. Both of y'all. And it's all love. But listen, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure y'all hit that bell notification, dog. So let's move on to another topic, man. You know, since we already talking about masculinity and talking about men in general and how men should behave and how men should operate, fucking Obama, bro. Fucking Obama. Saying boys need gay men.
I beg your pardon?
Yup. He said boys need gay men. So before I even get into it, I'm gonna let y'all watch it. And then I'll give my thoughts after. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Because this shit is fucking crazy. I just don't understand it.
Things that I think a lot of times boys need is not just exposure to one guy.
Mm-hmm. One dad.
No matter how good the dad
is. He can't be everything.
He can't be everything. And then that boy may need somebody to give the boy some perspective on the dad.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
One of the most valuable things I learned as a guy was I had a gay professor in college at a time when openly gay folks still weren't out of line, who became one of my favorite professors and was a great guy and would call me out when I saying stuff that was ignorant.
Like what?
You need that to show empathy and kindness. And by the way, you need that person in your friend group so that if you then have a boy who's gay or non-binary or what have you, they have somebody that they can go, okay, I'm not alone in this.
Nigga, what? Obama, what the fuck you talking about? What the fuck is you? And I guarantee he was thigh when he was saying that shit too. Watch this.
That's one of the
I guarantee he was thigh
things that I think a lot of times boys need is.
I guarantee he was thigh when he was saying that. Obama, that's an absolute no, sir. I get it. You may have the luck of the draw. You know, you had a person who was a homosexual, and you know they may have been somebody who kind of led you in the right path or whatever, or gave you a different outlook and perspective. I hear you, but it's an absolute no. You don't need those. You don't need them. You don't necessarily need them in order to understand sympathy, understand empathy, understand how to see things from a different perspective. No, we ain't finna do that. We're not finna let you. You're not finna gaslight me, bro. You're not finna do that. Not today. You not. I don't care if you were the president. Not today. Not today. You are not. That's why. You need fathers. You need manly men around you. You need strong masculine men who understand what it means to be a fucking man. Now, I will say this. The gay people back in the day, they ain't the same as the ones today. These motherfuckers different today. I will say that. They are different. I don't know where they came from. I don't know what kind of water they've been drinking. I don't know. But one thing for sure and two things for certain. No, you don't need men like that. You don't. Because what other perspective are they going to give? They're still a man, right? So I'm pretty sure they still see things from a man's lens. But they just, they just like men. They just like men, right? So what other aspect of him being a homosexual man, what more of an outlook is he gonna give him? What, teach him how to dress, teach him about fashion? There's a lot of men out here who understand fashion, that are masculine men. They understand fashion. What are we talking about right now? I'm sorry, Obama. I'm 1000% on the other side on this one. I don't agree with you at all. Now, this is no blow at the LGBTQ plus community. That's not me saying that, oh, I'm homophobic. No, that's none of that. But I'm just speaking real. Can we speak real? Or are we gonna talk our talk over here or what? No, this ain't an echo chamber. You can disagree all the fuck you want, but understand something. I'm gonna talk my talk. Ain't gonna give them peanut butter. Say gonna give them peanut butter perspective. For real though, bro. I don't get it though. I don't understand it. Why do you feel as if you need gay male role models? Why? What can a gay male teach me that I can learn from another masculine man? My father taught me a lot. I got 2 older brothers. They taught me a lot. I learned the game through my brothers, through my older brothers. I learned that through them. I learned how to be a man, learned discipline through my father. I learned all of these different things. So what are we talking about? What's wrong with having a joyous role model? I didn't say anything is wrong with it. But what I did say is that I don't necessarily need it in order to understand or get a different perspective. That's what I said. What's the difference? What outlook are you going to give me? What is the outlook that I'm going to get from a joyous person versus another masculine man? What am I going to get? You mean the other version that? Hey, because if I want to get a feminine perspective, I just go talk to a woman. Why do I need to talk to another man? Why do I need to talk to a joyous man for if I want to get a feminist perspective? I can talk to a woman and I can get her perspective. Oh, you talking about the happy. I got you. Yeah. We ain't talking about the happy. We talking about the, hey girl. we talk about Mr. Ma'am. That's what we talking about. Mr. Ma'am. And Mr. Ma'am. That's what we talking about. But no, I don't think it's necessary. Now, if you just so happen to have a friend that ends up being gay, hey, it is what it is. But I'm not saying I need to go out here and find it and be like, yeah, bro, I need to make sure I got somebody who's in the LGBTQ plus in my inner circle because they can give me a better perspective on things in life. Psych. Nope. Or what Obama was saying, or could it possibly be that this certain individual, he was giving him a different perspective, but he just so happened to be gay? Could it be that? But when he fucked it up and said, well, I think everybody needs, I think everyone needs, to have one of those type of friends just in case, if you got anybody else who's struggling with their, with their identity, they're going to realize that they're not the only one. No. You should be able to talk to your homeboys. If they're your real friends, you should be able to have that communication with them. You should be able to talk to them. You should be able to say, hey, dog, listen, I've been having these feelings, not about y'all, but I just know I'm not interested in women, bro. I'm interested in men. It is what it is. And your homeboys, they either gonna remove themselves and they'll let you know they want your true friends, or they're gonna be like, look, bro, I don't care. Nigga, you my homie. Like, nigga, we've been rocking since elementary school. You the OG. You straight. You good. Just don't bring that shit over here. You feel me? So he said boys need role models that'll teach them how to build campfires and split logs, not do face masks and take logs. Shout out to Tiege. Hey, shout out to Tiege. Tiege, listen, I need y'all to hit your boy up. You feel me? We got the Tiege Hanley chapstick. We need y'all to hit your boy up. We need y'all to hit your boy up. We need to make that happen. We need to make that happen. You understand me? I wish it. Oh, you good? Glad you spoke up. That's what we are here for, to work out the conversation, try a solution at best, and agree to disagree. If nothing else, glad you're here. That's a fact. That is a fact. But no, overall, I disagree with Obama 1,000%. He's 100% wrong. There's no reason at all that you would need to have a gay person in your circle, unless that person is secretly in the closet and then he decides to come out and is like, hey, I've been this way, I've been feeling this way, and then it's up to your friends. Like, hey, if they're your real friends, hey man, listen, I still love you. You still my guy. You still my best friend. You know, you just might like to take it up. You might just like to take it up the rear. It is what it is. Instead of you bending people over, you know what I'm saying, you doing the bending.
I beg your pardon.
So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure y'all hit that bell notification, bro. So I want to go back to this topic that's still hot. For the people who haven't seen it, I'm not gonna play everything, but I want to get to a different part of what happened with this police brutality in Jacksonville. He's actually in court. So I want to get to that part, but I'm going to show y'all the video first, and then we'll go over to that. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. Oh no, we don't want that. What this is?
When he pulled me over, he walked up, opened my door because my window don't work, right? Yeah. And then I said, so what I did wrong? Yeah. He said, well, for one, your headlights are off under this weather. I'm like, okay. There's multiple people headlights off, first of all. And then there's no rain.
It doesn't matter. You're still required to have headlights on.
Can you pull that law up?
Huh?
Can you pull that law up?
Yeah, when you step out of the car, I will.
Can you call your supervisor?
Huh?
Can you call your supervisor?
All right, go for it.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Show me your hands.
Here.
I'm here. What is your reason, sir? What is your reason?
Step out now. All right.
No, don't.
Stop fighting.
Put your hands behind your back.
Put your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. What's wrong with you?
I was putting my hands behind my back. I was doing
Ain't no talking now, man. Ain't no talking.
Fucking cooking shit, bro. I was doing it, bro. What's going on, man?
You're under arrest. That's what's going on.
No, bro.
Yes, bro.
You
Yes.
have a lawful reason,
Big
bro.
knife center in here too.
You want to throw my phone like that, bro?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it off
now,
of you,
man.
bro.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to have a regular conversation with y'all, bro.
That's not how it works.
Too late. It ain't no too late. When they asked you to step out of the vehicle, you should have done that shit.
So your partner didn't even ask.
Marijuana in his right pocket.
Yes, it is. So why close the door if you see him pull up?
Because, man, what you mean? He talking about arresting me and stuff, bro. I didn't do nothing.
It's called resisting, idiot.
I didn't do nothing wrong, sir. Can you back me up to the car so I can clean up?
Okay, so after that incident, this is what ended up happening. All right, so let me skip ahead. We already saw that. We don't want to go back into that.
Hey, we go now to our top story tonight. The violent traffic stop involving William McNeil Jr. has sparked outrage nationwide.
Today, for the first time.
Hey, is that? All right, man. I'm trying to be good, man. I ain't trying to, but he like a little kid. He kind of looked like a stud and a little kid at the same time. Why his suit so big? I'm just saying though. Hey man, let me stop, bro. Look, let me get to the video, dog.
Since the incident went viral online, Williams spoke publicly about what happened that day in February.
He looked like he about 12, bro. And this suit is killing me. That suit. He like he got that out the rack. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. Oh my God. That suit big as a motherfucker. How kids be looking You know how the kids look at when they are in their daddy suits, sleeves loose in the motherfucking jacket, big as hell, like you finna get ready for Easter Sunday, dog. Suit jacket, big as a motherfucker, dog. And then he got a baby head on top of that, and he got a young face. It don't work. It don't work. It don't work. But hey, that might be his. You know, he might be new on the job. I don't know. I don't know.
And basically, what I was taught is to, instead of fighting them on the street where we don't have power at, you know, fight them in the courts.
Amen.
News4Jax reporter Alicia Hatcher was there as he stood alongside his family and civil rights attorneys at a Jacksonville church.
William
He says a lot of big on screen.
McNeil Jr. spoke out for the first time right through these church doors, surrounded by his family and civil rights attorneys, briefly sharing what he remembers from that day.
The day I seen that video, I couldn't finish it past the window breaking. It wasn't until maybe a few months ago I finally finished the whole video.
That pain and trauma still fresh for William McNeil Jr.'s mother. Back in February, the 22-year-old college student was pulled over by Jacksonville sheriff's officers.
All right, go for it. Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle.
They claimed his headlights weren't on, but what followed was far from a routine stop. On Wednesday, his family joined him at a news conference, visibly shaken as they shared their pain.
It hurted. It made me upset. But I seen what my son did that I had to do. And he sat right. And he did right. To see that is a hurting feeling.
William also briefly spoke.
That day, I just really wanted to know, why I was getting pulled over and why I needed to step out the car when I know I didn't do nothing wrong.
Civil rights attorneys Ben Crump.
Listen, man. Listen, bro. Listen, dog. I get it, bro. Trust me, dog. Trust me. As a black man, bro, I get it. I fucking get it, bro. We see a lot of cops doing this shit. We see, no, it's not warranted for this man to get hit like that. You see the chipped tooth? He got a nice hit on his ass. I don't know when the truth. I don't know if it's when they threw him on the ground when the teeth chewed. Damn, I can't talk for shit. I don't know if it's when they threw him on the ground when he got punched in the face when his tooth got chipped. But either way, nothing warrants him being hit at all. But yes, there's a but. There is a but. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all may not agree with me, but I'm still gonna stand on this. Your job is to get fucking home. If the cop pulled you over, whether you think he's right or fucking wrong, that shit could have went even further left. Yeah, he punched you, wrong. They were hitting you, wrong, 100%. But it could have been worse. And it could have been even more worse. Sometimes you just got to understand a little, dog. I'm just trying to get the fuck up out of here. I'm going to give him my license registration. And I'm going to get the fuck up out of here. Pull me over because of my tail light. Listen. It ain't about whoever else lights was on and wasn't on. That ain't what this is about. Because guess what? If it's 5 motherfuckers speeding on the highway on the HOV lane and one of y'all get pulled over, you can't get pulled over and then say, hey, bro, but what about the other 4? They were speeding too. Nope. The coin just flipped on you. The coin flipped on you and it was your lucky day to get pulled over. You got to eat that shit. It is what it is. That's just life ain't fair. Eat the shit. Give them your license and registration and keep that shit fucking moving, dog. Your life is not worth a $50 ticket. You doing all that fighting and this attitude and all this extra shit, this talking back. Listen, bro, and regardless of how you feel about it, this nigga is in the position of authority. If that motherfucker tell you to do something, nigga, you better do it. Or it can get worse. Or it can go bad. It can go left quick. And that's the last thing that you want. Especially the way that people talk about how cops are fucked up. They ain't shit. and they always talking to black people, the last thing you want to do is give them any fucking reason to want to attack you, if that's what y'all think is going on. So I say this again. Cops were 100% wrong. They didn't need to hit him. It's 6 of them. And from the looks of it, them niggas was big. Them niggas ain't 150 pounds. Them niggas was every bit of 225, 245, 230. They ain't small niggas. And it's just one dude. Y'all did not need to do that. This whole, yeah, I get it, fuck the police, but nah, at the end of the day, when that police pull up fucking behind you, nigga, hands up, put that hand on that motherfucking steering wheel, nigga, you better have a smile on my face. I don't give a fuck if you mad he pulled your ass over. Hey, what's going on, officer? How you doing? You better code switch like a motherfucker. Hey, what's going on, officer? How's everything going? Did you know I pull you over? No, sir. Or if you did know, or whatever, like, yeah, I was speeding, huh? Yeah, you got me. Yeah, you right. Can I see your license registration? Sure. Sit in the glove compartment. Can I get it? Yep, absolutely. Bet. How's your day going, officer? Well, shit's going pretty good. Cool. All right. Well, all right, look, I'm gonna go look up your stuff. All right, do your thing, man. And nigga, to even get more brownie points, even if you gotta kiss a little ass. Hey, look, officer, look. I just want to say I appreciate the shit that you do. I know y'all get a lot of slack out this bitch. I know y'all get a lot of flack. But look, I appreciate you. I appreciate the work that you do. You know, keeping everybody safe. I know it's a hard fucking job. I know you just want to get home to your family each and every day. So I appreciate you. Nigga, guess what? You ain't finna get a ticket today. He finna tell you have a nice day. He gonna tell you to have a nice day and have a blessed fucking day. On the way. Ticket. Get your ticket and get the fuck on, dog. Now you can go back down. Now you can go back down the highway and you can bump your motherfucking music like ain't shit happened. Versus now you on the ground with handcuffs behind your fucking back, and now you up here on the fucking news talking about, man, we ain't supposed to be like this. Life ain't supposed to be like this, man. You know what I'm saying? It's fuck that, bro. No. I got better things to do. I got other shit I'm worried about. Y'all can call me crazy all you want to, but listen, man. Nah, folks. I ain't got time. That's why I'm gonna say every time I see something like this. Now, of course, again, I still say that he shouldn't have got punched. But at the end of the day, I ain't got time. I ain't got time, bro.
And Harry Daniels stood with McNeil, condemning the officer's actions.
The sheriff released some videos, and according to William, there's another video, another officer's there. They didn't release this video. Officer had him at gunpoint. So now you at gunpoint, and they telling you for not having headlights on, you better answer for a supervisor.
McNeil's attorneys say
you ain't that nigga. Now hold on, black man. Hold on. Let me make sure I heard what the fuck he just said, because I want to make sure I heard that properly, because I know good and well he just say that. Hold on.
William, there's another video, another officer's there. They didn't release this video. Officer had him at gunpoint.
Oh, okay.
So now you at gunpoint, and they telling you for not having headlights on, you better answer for a supervisor.
McNeil's attorneys say he was never interviewed.
Okay, because I thought he was talking about this situation. He had him at gunpoint. I said, no, the fuck he didn't. That gun, he ain't had no gun out. But I clarified it. I was about to
by the state attorney's office before the case was cleared, calling for
fam. Ain't nobody worried about that Epstein case, bro. Real talk. Ain't nobody worried about the Epstein case, dog. Ain't nobody really worried about that. We know niggas is on that list. Our favorite people are on that list. We already know what it is. But just because you own the list, that don't necessarily mean you are a victim of anything. So we need to get that squared away. Just because you're on the list don't mean you did anything. Because they keep record of the people who went or was doing stuff. Just because you're on the list don't mean shit, bro. Because if there was truly a list, bro, that shit would have been came out. That shit would have been came out a long time ago. Especially if you say that the presidents are puppets. Yeah, bro. They would, if they wanted that nigga on the line, bro. Anybody on the line, that list would have been came the fuck out, man. I don't think it's no list. I don't think it is.
Independent investigation and accountability. Following the news conference, JSO Sheriff Tiege Waters released a statement saying that reads in part, In light of William McNeil Jr.'s public announcement that he has retained counsel, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office will not offer any further comment regarding the circumstances surrounding McNeil's February 19th arrest. Coming up on News4Jax X6, we'll hear more from William and why his attorneys say it's time for justice. For now reporting, Alicia Hatcher, Channel 4.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. It's this police brutality stuff. It's a case by case situation for me, because again, I 1000% disagree with the shit that the father did when he went and killed that when he went and unalived that other cop, when he ran over the other cop. I 100% disagree with what he did. But in this situation, I 100% disagree with what the police did. So it's a case by case situation. It's not always. I'm sorry to my fellow black people. We ain't always the victim in the situation. Sometimes we warrant that shit. Sometimes we cause the shit to go left. But in this case, that wasn't the case. He didn't cause it. Be careful with my words. You know what? Police was wrong. I'm gonna keep it at that. Police was wrong. Police was wrong. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure y'all hit that bell notification, dog. So listen, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that was whack. That's what I'm saying. It was whack. So that's why when I look at this police brutality stuff, it's a case by case situation for me. I'm not gonna deem every situation as the police's fault. I'm not. I can't do that. Because then now I'm being the victim, like, oh, black people are always targeted. Nah, that ain't always the case. Some of these niggas are fuck up. Some of these be doing some stupid shit, and they warrant the reaction that they get. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. So I want to go ahead and move on to this next topic, bro. Klay Thompson and Meg Thee Stallion.
I beg your pardon.
You know what? You know something, bro? One thing that I've learned. And well, I ain't gonna say learn. Well, I guess you could say learn. Learn and or figured out. It don't matter how much money you got. If you was a lame before you had the money, you gonna be a lame when you get the money. If you was a simp before you had the money and then you got the money, you still a simp. That's why a lot of bitches like Drake. That nigga's a simp. That's why all the women love Drake, because he is a fucking simp. Real talk, real talk. Now we got another simp situation. Y'all remember Meg Thee Stallion, you know, the one who falsely accused Tory Lanez of shooting her, but then in videos found out that she was lying. She only stepped in glass, and there's video evidence of her actually stepping in glass and saying that she was never shot. But yet somehow Tory Lanez is still in jail. Somehow. Interesting. Then get stabbed because of this broad. Now look who decided to step in and play Captain Save-A-Ho. 1.5 member of the fucking Splash Brothers, Klay Thompson. Fam, what you doing? I drive the speed limit for a reason. I have insurance. I have everything in the visor. And them keep my mouth shut after the same device with my attorney. That's what I'm saying, bro. Listen, take that shit and keep it pushing, bro. Facts. Never come you to the buns. Drake is the guy Obama said you gotta keep close. Bro, be crying for Cooter. That's what I'm saying, bro. Be straight crying for it. And these hoes be falling crazy. But here's the thing though, because of her, are we sure about that? Listen, well, I mean, hey, we can dive deeper. We can dive deep into the conspiracy theory for sure. But nah, that's facts though. Drake be crying for Cooter, but guess what? I guarantee you, if Drake was just a simple, regular, man, nobody fucking with Drake. Guarantee it. But let's go ahead and get into this video, man.
A summer of shooters. Klay Thompson. All right. Up here with the Stallion, Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson. And obviously you got Draymond Green in the comments talking about she got a thing for shooters. LOL. But Bro, too soon, my boy. Too soon. And so he's talking about the Tory Lane situation, bro. That boy wild. That boy, he crazy. Then you also got Donovan Mitchell locking in with Coco Jones, the singer Coco Jones. Man, so
Coco Jones, yeah.
Donovan Mitchell,
R&B singer.
Donovan Mitchell. Love is in the air for the summer. Man.
Megan Thee Stallion, Hot Girl Summer.
Yeah.
Okay. For the sake of conversation. Do you think the Clay and Megan gonna last?
Nope.
Clay and Megan. Oh.
They finna try to pull a Russell Wilson and a Sierra situation. That's what they're gonna try to pull.
From the persona of what the public might see.
Because there was rumors that Cardi B and Stephon Diggs,
I heard that they.
I heard it's they. But man, listen,
it's a lot of they hurts. It's a lot of they hurts.
But I can see Cardi and Steph sticking it out because they both match each other.
What we know. What we know.
Who am I? I'm just for the sake of conversation, Peggy.
Do you think over under?
Over under what? 6 months?
I see him going 6 months.
They'll make it to December. I think, matter of fact.
What happened? But what happened to that though?
What?
You know, it was summer. It was supposed to be outside summers, and then you find you a little piece in the winter.
What they say? Hot girl summer's gonna have you with a cold girl winter.
Yeah. It started to get cold. You okay?
Homeboy. You outside, bro. We turning up outside. That's cool. Boy, that bed gonna get cold in the winter, homeboy. You better find you somebody to snuggle up with.
Hibernation season, boy.
I'm trying to tell you before it's too late.
Hey,
because everybody got all these standards and non-negotiables, and they lists that they gonna say in order to date me, you got the dot, the boot, the bot, the hoot. But I'm gonna tell you one thing about the God that I serve. He believe in companionship.
Yeah. I ain't made to be by myself.
When there was Adam,
there was Eve.
Hello. He said, "You know what, Adam? I got you, bro.
I got you, bro."
Now there's some more to that story, but just for the sake of this discussion,
a little Bible study together.
So while you talking about you outside with your friends that can't do nothing for you, you need to drop them and that. Get with this
and that right there. Okay.
This is stupid as hell. Bro, what the fuck is going on, bro?
Macaroni
But bro, but also too, that's just one point. Okay. But then we have another point when we talk about dating, but not just dating anybody, but dating a celebrity. And that
I like where you're at, Peggy.
So look, let's talk more about it. Swaggy P tells his version of it.
That was a relationship. Man, he had a relationship too. We asked you first, man. How was that? I was like going out in public and stuff. Well, I had to get used to it. I really did have to get used to it because you still do like you normal, like you coming out the club with some work and you just with somebody else and paparazzi there and so you're cheating. Yeah. You know, I couldn't do what I wanted to do. So I had to really pay attention. I had to really look. Even when you're just coming out with like how you want to come out normal, just
and just hold up, press pause right there, just to be mindful. Nick Young never got caught up while he was dating Iggy Azalea.
Yeah.
How did he get caught up?
How did he get caught up, bro?
D'Angelo Russell recorded him.
Yeah. It be your own fault.
It be your own fault.
So D'Angelo Russell out here snitching on people like that? D'Angelo Russell out here, he out here dirty macking? Come on, bruh. Come on, family.
D'Angelo Russell. I don't know Nick Young. Met Nick before, but the truth is, I'm pretty sure D'Angelo didn't know that what he was recording
probably was gonna do what he did.
True.
Needless to say, it cost him.
It did.
Them buns.
That's why I say, listen. Please hear me, hear thee clearly, see thee more nearly. Listen, dog. If you out with your homies sometimes you have to be aware of your surroundings. You gotta be aware. Now, look, I'm not condoning anything, bro. I'm just saying. For those people who like to get it out the mud out there in them streets, you gotta be aware of your surroundings. If your boy's in your circle and he trying to pull his phone out, talking about some, hey, bro, let's do it for the gram. Put the phone down, bro. You don't need to record it. Just have this shit in your memories. Act as if we were back in the 90s where you didn't have cameras. You didn't have your phone. You just had the memory. And you just had time to enjoy your time here. Put the phone down, bro. Don't nobody need to know what you doing, bro. Especially when you in that kind of level. Don't nobody know what you got going on, bro. Keep that shit private. Keep your personal shit private. Keep everything you got going on. The only time you should be public is when you doing public shit. Keep everything else on the back burner. Everybody don't need to know what you got going on, man. Tell your homies in circle, hey, bro, don't pull out that motherfucking phone, bro. Don't you do that. But they ain't talking much about Meg Thee Stallion, so I'm gonna talk about it. Klay Thompson, no, it's a no for me. I'm gonna say this. I don't think it's gonna last. I could be wrong. I don't think it's gonna last though. I give them what we in. We in July. I give them the benefit of the doubt. It's gonna happen between now and November. They're gonna break up. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. They're gonna break up between now and November. Mark my words. Mark my words. And when I hear it, I'm gonna make a video about it. Y'all remember when I said back in July 23rd at 10-12 p.m. Arizona time, when I said that they wasn't gonna make it, I said give it between July 23rd and November. Well, yeah, it's October and they broke up. Told you it wasn't gonna last. Told you it wasn't gonna last. But I hope it do. I hope that's her turning the new leaf. You know, stop dealing with all these being out here in these streets talking about WAP and all that. Hope she try to clean her act up or whatever she trying to do, or trying to clean up her image a little bit, because you know Klay Thompson ain't got nothing going on over there. He ain't got nobody. He ain't in no scandals. You know, he just a good old boy that just ball up. He ain't out here in no scandals. He ain't in the streets. He ain't doing none of that shit. He just hooping. So maybe it's a good look to clean her up a little bit, you know, for everybody to look at her like, oh, well, we can be saved too. Us ladies can be saved. We can act crazy out here and we can still be saved. Shouldn't me. You better find you another sucker, because I ain't the one. Sure ain't. I tell you, auntie files are thick on the reservation. You feel me? So nah, fam.
It cost
them chicks,
them funds. That boy crazy, man.
Nigga so stupid.
but dating a celebrity, like two celebrities dating, bro, it is more eyes on you.
Man, you got to keep.
And plus, it's the same thing with the Stephon Diggs and Cardi B situation. We knew that shit wasn't gonna last. They were just having fun, bro. They were just having fun. She was using him as the boy toy because she was trying to get over. She was trying to make Offset jealous and shit. Do all that extra shit like she really happy. Man, they were just out there doing their thing. They were just out there busting it open. You know, hip thrusting each other and all that kind of shit. Like, that's all was going on. Wasn't nothing crazy.
Something to yourself.
You got to. You say that again.
You got to keep something to yourself. And someone would say, like, bro, can you always talk about your relationship? Like, yeah, bro, but we got
You ain't got cameras in your bedroom. You ain't got cameras.
But that's just not that though. Like anything intimate to me, like my relationship with my children, my relationship with my family, relationship with the mother of my children. Like those things, bro, it ain't for everybody to see, dog.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you know, you know. But
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I said what I said. I don't think it's gonna last. I don't. The BBL was itching and she needed a scratcher. Bro, your ass crazy as hell, bro. You a fool, dog. You are a fool. Man, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure y'all hit that bell notification. So let's move over to, we're still talking about women. And speaking of thigh pockets, there's this, listen, I'm not gonna label her just yet. I'm not gonna label her just yet. I'm gonna let y'all watch the video. And then if I hear something that I think I'm gonna hear, I'm gonna label it. But the Lapeef Network, this lady named Ray's Underworld, she said that, look, you got to be top tier to deal with me. You can't afford me. She was telling Darwin, you got to be able to afford me. You got to be able to afford me. So we're going to get into it. And then I'll let y'all give y'all thoughts, all right? Well, I'm going to give y'all my thoughts. So let's dive in.
To just have a lot of sex with a lot of women. You don't think men could be in a committed relationship? That's what you're saying?
Well, I said it's unlikely, and it's for several reasons. I'm looking at biologically. I'm also reading this book. It's called What Men Don't Want Women to Know. It's currently not in production. You can't really buy it online. And they go deep into this topic. 2 men wrote it anonymously. It's a really good book. We're gonna read it in my book club. But yeah, like I said, just from my education and understanding of evolutionary psychology and biology, no, they're not going to just be with one woman. They were not wired to be that way, and that's just how it is. Some things you have to accept in life.
So have you ever been in a serious relationship where a man just wanted to be with you, or you never had that experience? I'm just asking.
Yeah, I can say he told me that, but obviously we're not with them 24/7. So I would be naive and dumb to sit up here and say I know for a fact what he would or would not have done. I'm not the type of person. I don't live in a fantasy world. I'm not like a lot of women. I don't live in la la land. I accept things for what they are, and I'm very content with my reality and the reality of men. It's okay to me that they desire multiple women. That does not bother me whatsoever.
So if so you're basically saying if you are with a man and he tell you that he's not going to cheat, he only is going to be monogamous and desire to be with you, you're going to tell him that's fine because of the books that you're reading.
No, I'm gonna say okay, but in my mind, I'm gonna think what I want to think. Like what you said earlier, I don't have to say everything I think.
Will you sell me your house? I need to buy a house. Will anybody sell me their house? Will you sell me your house?
Okay, so that means that based off of the books and stuff or whatever you think, you just gonna think basically he's lying. He's just saying that to me to get the box for free or whatever you was talking about. Like
it's never free.
Shit.
How much is it?
So that means you don't trust
off camera.
What word you shit? Let me keep playing. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Oh.
Okay. So you just don't trust men at all. I'm just asking a question.
It's not about trust. Like I said, I'm coming from a scientific understanding of this. It's not about trust. So it's the difference between believing something and knowing something, right? I know that men are not wired to be monogamous. So therefore, I'm not going to sit here and try to convince myself, even if he told me he's monogamous, that he is. It doesn't make me a difference.
So what you're saying is that you're betting on his scientific makeup instead of you betting on his word, because his word is him trying to fight his scientific makeup.
His word.
That's pretty much what she's saying. She's saying that she has accepted that men are going to cheat, men are supposed to cheat, men are not supposed to be monogamous. So instead of believing that a man will fight his nature, she will accept it if he offers to try and fight his nature. But when he loses at fighting his nature, she won't be disappointed because that's what she already thought he was going to do.
I didn't say anything about disappointment or anything. I said because I've accepted.
No, I'm saying you wouldn't be. Like, it wouldn't hurt you if he did it because you already expected him to.
Yeah, it's like it's not even my personal expectations. I need y'all as women to understand there is so much research and so many case studies on this about men's sexual activity. The studies actually started in the 60s with Masters and Johnsons, and they actually had a show on Showtime. It was called Johnson. It was called Masters.
See, look, I wasn't listen, bro. I was just going to ignore it, bro. Y'all two in the comments. I was just going to ignore it. I was going to ignore it, man. That's all I was going to do. I wasn't going to even pay attention to it. Y'all just keep shining the light. Y'all keep shining the light.
Jacksons and Johnsons. And this is what they talked about. And they
ain't it convenient though? The camera just so happened to sit perfectly right here where you can see when she just in the camera just like this. Bro,
so many studies on this. Even when they did a study in the 70s on fidelity, almost like this is way before social media. Almost 90% of men said they were not faithful. And then when they did or they said they had stepped out on their wives. And then when they did another study on the college campus, all the boys went for the decoy except for the ones that didn't go for the girl that approached them for sex. They said they didn't do it because they thought it was a prank or somebody was watching them. Other than that, they would have went for it. So 100% of men will sleep with women that approach them.
So,
and I tried to make your part.
What about the women who cheat on their man? What's the reason
we
for
talking
that?
about men or women?
I just changed. I'm talking about women now. I got you on the men. I'm just trying to ask you on
when women cheat, it's largely because of they feel emotionally hurt or they trying to get back at the man. It's not because they thing was popping so hard or was so much testosterone pumping in their blood where they had to get it off. No, it's usually retaliation or them feeling hurt or scorned by the man. Women are not natural. You're a woman. We don't naturally desire multiple men like that.
But there are women that do, right?
Well, there are a small percentage of men that would tell you, "Oh, I would never step out on my woman." It's always going to be that small. That they're called the outliers. That's not when we have discussions like this. Try to keep it in general because we're going to talk about the masses. We're not talking about the outliers.
No, I know. I talk about majority all the time. I'm just trying to see your overall point.
Lady, you know what's up. You know what's up. You know how men are. I think a lot of times women would be a lot better off if they just accepted things for how they were instead of resisting nature.
No, I'm not trying to fight nothing. I'm just asking questions.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think sometimes it's just what they do. They can be as happy as hell on the inside. They just do it. So I don't think it got nothing to do with them being happy on the inside or anything going on with them internally. I don't think it got anything to do with that.
So basically, if a lady is fighting desires to sleep with other men, because there are women out there that's like that, why can't men fight their desires to not have multiple women if they're
it's
trying?
Not the same because men is biological, so men have a lot of testosterone.
I missed the question.
If a lady is fighting desires to sleep with other men, because there are women out there that's like that, why can't men fight their desires to not have multiple women?
Well, that's an easy question because it's easy for a lot of the women to get it versus the men. So if it comes at you tenfold, it's just like a motherfucker who grew up with money. If somebody grew up with money, it's easy. Like it ain't nothing to them. It's just money. Like, all right, bro, I go blow this shit real quick. I got so much money, I just blow it. Versus somebody who never had money. Some niggas gonna look at it like, hey, shit, bro. Nigga, I ain't never had this kind of money, bro. I'm about to go fucking crazy. I'm about to go nuts. I'm about to go buy the most expensive shit. I'm about to go buy this. I'm about to go buy that. Next thing you know, they broke in the next couple of years after getting rich. It's a difference. It's a complete difference. It's easier for a lot of y'all. It's easier for women to actually be able to control themselves because they know they can get it at any given moment. They got somebody in their phone that they can hit up that's gonna be like, hey, listen. I've been feeling this kind of way. I need you to come scratch this itch. Shit, I bet. I'll be on my way. Give me about 30 minutes. I'll be on the way. That nigga would be in a deep sleep. He hear that phone call and he hear her tell him, come through. That nigga finna jump out of bed. He wide the fucking way. He hopping in the car and he driving his happy ass over there.
It's not the same because men is biological. So men have a lot of testosterone pumping in their blood and they're socialized a lot differently. So you can't make the comparison.
Right.
I'm not making the comparison like women are like men. That's not what I'm making. I'm saying that people fight desires every day. So
but the type of
what's wrong with
desires
that? I'm just asking what's wrong with that.
Women are not fighting the same desires as me. I don't believe that.
That's true.
No, I'm saying women do fight desires, right? So when they're with men, it might not be sexually. We talking about money earlier, right? Women would want a man that has more money, correct?
So you saying if you
their
with a man and would you leave him for a man with more money?
Women are fighting that desire all the time. You don't think
that's
so?
on them. That's why I say start off with a man with money and then you won't have to feel like that.
There's always
no. That's kind of stupid. I wouldn't say start off with a man with money. You start with a man who don't got money, who then gets money. So you understand where you are, and you understand like, hey, bro, I seen what it was like to be at the bottom. I ain't going there again. So I'll make sure I do everything I possibly can to make sure I never get back to that position again. But hey, at the end of the day, do what you do. It's your preference. If you want a nigga who got money, go do your thing. But just understand what comes with that. Just understand that you gonna have to abide by his rules. Just understand you gonna have to be on his game plan. He ain't on yours. If you can understand that, hey, do what you do. That means you're gonna have to be in the gym. You're gonna have to be submissive. You're gonna be competing. You gonna have to be on your A game all the time. And the moment you slack up, guess what? You're gonna have somebody else that's ready to take your spot. Just like it was a video that that Ross sent in the group chat today about a work wife. It was about a work. Matter of fact, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Quick derailment. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Let me see if I can find it. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. He will always, yeah, you're right. Yeah, your point in the beginning, the money doesn't help character. Money will come and go. He will always be that dude. Yep. If he is him, if he was him without the money, all the money's gonna do is elevate who he already was. If he was him without the money, that nigga definitely gonna be him with the money. If he was a square in the lane without the money, all it's gonna do is enhance who he already is. He gonna be a lame in the square with the money. He just gonna have money. That's the difference. So that's why we say pray for character. Build your character up. Stop being a little hoe out shit in these streets. Where that video at? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Let me go around. Let me pull it up. Listen, that's all I'm saying, bro. Listen, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro.
More money though. You
gonna listen. You gotta compete. I wish Kate. I should have told Katie to come in this chat so she can see what I was talking about.
Right?
Not necessarily. Like I talked about a while back. It's about home ownership to me, generational wealth. You don't have to be Jeff Bezos to achieve that.
No, I agree to that. I'm just saying majority of women today, sometimes the money that we're speaking about is not enough. They want more. And they're fighting their desire.
They should be single like me.
So so that's what I'm trying to get at. You just saying if that's the case, you're saying that you rather be single than deal with men who are fighting their desires, or you would be in a polygamous relationship.
I'm gonna be with a man if I was gonna be with a man, first of all, my first priority would not be who all he's sleeping with. It would be what do we own? What do we have? In the Black community, they be so focused on petty, like I'm not gonna say it's petty, but it's stuff that can be manipulated. It's stuff that can be fixed or switched out or whatever. What do we have at the end of the day? What are we committing to? Vagina and penis? That's petty to me.
This the argument. This was the conversation that we was just having in regards to biology. I didn't see that study, but I know it to be true from what Race was talking about. I just know, man. I know how it works. I know, like historically, how it's worked.
You may be able to fight your biology, but understand that it's a fight and it's not the same fight. She right when she's saying that. It's just not the same fight. Like proof of that is that lady Bonnie Blue or whatever, right? No man exists that's fine enough that can just say, hey, I'm gonna be in Chicago tomorrow. I want to have sex with 1,000 women. Come line up and sleep with me. There is not an attractive man enough in the world that exists that can do that. It's impossible. Now, on the other hand, Bonnie Blue is not the most attractive woman in the world, but 1,000 men, wherever she drop her location, in less than 5 hours, be lined up trying to go inside her. We are different. Like it just is what it is. I'm not saying it's right. It's just the biology. That shit is what it is. I'm not saying they right to go do it. It's just like if we deal with that, then we can fix everything from that point.
I mean, at the end of the day, I guess my question would be like, what does it like when she said, what are we committing to? Like, we committing to body parts? I guess that do kind of make sense though, because it's kind of like people be so wrapped up in like, oh my God, he cheated, she cheated, da da da. And sometimes when I hear that shit, I do kind of be like, that man ain't got no car. You got more things to worry about than where he put his penis. Like, you got more things to worry about. Like, you couldn't pay your rent for the last 2 months. You got more things to worry about than what she did with her vagina. Like, I guess that.
So basically, ladies, what y'all. So basically, what they telling y'all, listen. Let that man go do what he do, but he better make sure everything else is straight. He better make sure all the bills are paid. He better make sure that he got a car. All his ducks are in the row. Because if he step out, he better make sure everything else is straight. That's what they said. I ain't say it. That's what they said. That's what Miss Ray's, and that's what Miss Lashia said. Lashia B. That's what they said. I ain't say nothing. She got the vitamin D's landing to the convo talking about body parts, shaking my head, and mushing the milk.
That makes sense though, because it's like we be so focused on relationship wise, like, oh, what's the body count? What they did sexually and who they sleeping with and did they cheat and are they gonna cheat? But at the end of the day, you can't take your husband's or your boyfriend's monogamy to the rent office. So I don't know. That's just me.
What is y'all talking about? No?
We should all be single. What's the like overall point of it? What's the end goal, Ray? I'm asking.
I think Ray just
generational wealth is the end goal, Lady Di, and I'm gonna always keep saying that. That's
so
always
Ray don't believe a man could be a man of his word. That's her problem.
I just need the man to be able to set us up for generational wealth before I get out into his personal sexual desires. What do we have?
And when men to be monogamous, that sustains those material things that you need too. So I think that's something that we have to recognize, that biology can be tamed by how we're socialized. And the purpose of that is survival for the whole entire family. So when a man has bonded with a woman, you're looking at sustainability for those material needs to be provided for you. So what do we have here? What do we have here?
That's what I heard Ray saying, because I think y'all may be misinterpreting what she's saying. She's saying that she understands the biology of men in sense. Because she understands the biology of men, that she's not going to put an expectation on them that is counter to their biology in sentence. If they want to get in a monogamous relationship, she will accept it, but she's not going to go out her way acting crazy when men falls victim to his biology in sentence. She would prefer the man does what he's supposed to do for his family, and that's the thing she's measuring him on in sentence, and nothing else other than that. Is that?
Yeah, they kind of sound like what Kevin Samuel said. When you dealing with a high value man, and he has the option that he will have as a man when he's fit, got the money, all these different things, he checks the boxes. Those women who get into relationships, they need to understand. They need to understand the type of man that they got. He gonna exercise those options. He may be subject to exercise those options, but one of the things that he needs to make sure that he never does is to bring back home any diseases. Don't bring back home any children, and do not take away any resources from what he's providing his family. Other than that, exercise the option. That's from Kevin Samuels. May he rest in peace. So
that not correct in your?
Well, I do care about his character. Obviously, he has to be respectful and loving and treat us good. But
yeah,
bro, I did listen. He definitely did that. He definitely said period, but he just said in the sentence. He said he tried to. No, I ain't gonna say period. I'm just gonna say in sentence, bruh.
oh my God, I'm about to be checking his phone. Like, he can't just be disrespecting me or nothing like that. But I'm not about to, like, I know what men be on when they go on the boys' trip, the bachelor parties. Like, I'm not naive. I'm not like a lot of these women who want to fool themselves into believing he only have eyes for me. Men are not wired to only have eyes for one woman. It just doesn't work like that. I know that. I've studied it. That's just how it goes. I didn't make the rules. I'm not God. I just understand God is the creator, and God created and designed things in the creator's likeness. I know.
And the video we just watched, that was dude's point. I don't know if y'all heard him say he was like, most are dishonest. And if they were honest, they would say, and then he led with that. That's why I went into the whole conversation about biology. That was the reason based off the video. That's why I was saying replay the video.
All right. So you saying that most men actually feel like they want to do something, but they just wouldn't be honest and tell their wives?
If most men are attracted to women at a biological level and want to go, right? And now it's possible that, and they will not be honest about that biology because of the societal expectations of monogamy. So men lie about that thing. Whether they're going to or are able to cheat is not what he was discussing. He was strictly saying this is the biology of men that society has pushed out, that they can't discuss openly for fear.
Well, see, that's the thing though. That's the thing though, Andre. The biological man in himself is that he wants more than one woman. Yeah, are there some men who can control themselves? Yeah, of course, sure. Nothing is absolute. But when you talk about the overwhelming majority, most men are invisible to women. Most men are. You know, unless you got some sort of attractiveness going on, you got something about you, you got a little bit of money, or you know how to dress, or whatever the case, or you just got that mouthpiece on you, you know how to talk. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, these women gonna look right past you. They're gonna look right over you. And so with that, when these men get that type of attention from these women, guess what ends up happening? These niggas like, oh, word shit. I ain't never had no shorty come up to me and tell me that I was attractive. I ain't never had no shit like that before. Hey, what's good with it? Because instantly she's showing interest. So therefore, if she already showing interest, you already, hey, listen, what's good with it? You showing interest, what's popping with it? So when men get interest 9 times out of 10, he ready. He's saying what's good with it. he ain't gonna deny it. Now there are some men who be like, hey, you know what? I got a chick, I got a girl. I'm good on that, man. But I appreciate you. Thank you for the compliment. They keep it pushing. But nothing is absolute.
Of retribution or being pigeonholed as the terrible man, when it's the nature of the man that was like this. He wasn't saying go cheat. He just said cheating is wrong.
Like,
he was just describing how
there's a lyric that Daniel Caesar said, and I love this song. It's called Transform. In the beginning, he said, if a leopard never changes his spots, how can I change what I got? Basically, what he was saying is, you can't tell a leopard to do anything else but be a leopard. A leopard can't be nothing else but a leopard. So how in the hell can you tell me to be something that I'm not? How in the hell you can tell me not to be a man when I'm a fucking man? That's the nature of who I am. How you gonna tell me to be something? How you gonna tell me to be something different? That's my nature. That's who I am. I am a man. I see different things. I see ass. I see titties. I see all of it. When you see an attractive woman, you look. That's what he was saying.
society has demonized the biology of men to the point they cannot be
That's
honest about it.
That's a fact.
When they try to be honest,
That's a
they
fact.
will be ridiculed and attacked.
Yeah.
And that does not justify cheating. He was clear on that. I'm not justifying cheating. I'm not saying you should cheat. I'm just speaking to the biology of men if they would be honest.
Facts.
It doesn't say that discipline can't maybe get you to that end goal.
So then should the current wives be concerned?
Fact.
I think that's up to the person. But if you understand the biology of men, I don't think it would.
Concerned about which part? With the cheating?
I think if a woman is
not cheating.
If a man tells his woman, because I can argue that I don't think any man on this panel right now got an issue communicating what he genuinely wants to his wife. I mean, if that's the case, and that's I think that's where the problem lies. But I think that if a man is telling his wife, this is who I am, this is what I'm about, this is what I walk by, and she can't believe that, then I think she should be concerned. I think there needs to be a conversation had, especially if he's not standing by that, what he's saying he believes in, or he's not. This is a matter of trust, because she has expectations now. You created expectations. You created expectations for her to learn about you.
Yep.
So now she knows how you're moving.
Yep.
But if you're doing something otherwise, or you don't even want to do what you communicated that you were about, then that's a trust issue. So like if I'm gonna tell my wife, hey, look, this is what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna maintain my discipline. I'm not gonna be messing. I only want to be with you. If that's my word, what's wrong with her taking my word for it? That's all I'm saying.
That's a good point. That's a good
Are
point.
you saying, Darwin, that majority of men desire to be with one woman once they fall in love, and they're only going to be with that one woman, and it's going to be
No. See, you already taking it out the way in white. So what Darwin is saying is that if you communicate out the gate what it is that you are, what you're about, if you communicate that, listen, whether you're on one side of the fence or you're on the other side of the fence, if you're on the side of the fence of, hey, listen, I only want you. I ain't fucking nobody else. I ain't got eyes for nobody else. I ain't finna put my shit in nobody else. You with me. I'm here with you. That's it. Nothing else. That's what it is. And that's my word. You got to take me for it. You got to take me for my word, because I'm a man of my word and I'm going to stand on my word. Same thing can be true on the other side. Listen, I'm this kind of dude. Listen, I'm going to be for you. I'm going to make sure you're taken care of. I'm going to make sure that the resources and everything, I'm going to make sure that you're fucking good. But from time to time, I'm going to step out because I can't just have one woman. That doesn't mean I'm going to give them all of my resources that I give to you. No, I'm going to step out. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to buzz. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to hip thrust a few other chicks, attractive chicks, but that's all it's going to be. I just make sure I'm not bringing home any diseases or any babies or anything like that. And that's going to be it. You either down with that or you not. If she down with it, cool. That's what's expected. So now she can't come back and say, well, you've been cheating, you've been stepping out on me. Nope, I told you exactly what it was. I told you what it was going to be. I've been holding up my end of the bargain. You agreed to it. It is what it is. Because see, M. White, he already about to take this shit somewhere else.
Easy.
About to misphrase everything he just said.
For them to do.
I didn't say it was easy or hard. I didn't give you a level of difficulty. And I'm saying if
give me a level of difficulty. And add these quantifiers.
I would say the level of difficulty fluctuates based on his exposure and how he's moving. If he's out here hanging around a whole bunch of women who are constantly trying to throw it at him, or he's out here drinking and his judgment is impaired, then the level of difficulty is going to obviously fluctuate. He's not going to be able to use the right judgment to make the right decision whenever he's tempted. But I'm saying if a man has a desired outcome, I believe men this one thing that makes a man very powerful. When he sets his mind to be able to do something, whether it's to take apart an engine or whatever, and exhaust himself and defy his need for rest or whatever, he's gonna do it. He has the power to be able to do that, just like he would be able to do if he decided that he wanted to just focus on one woman. It's about the outcome he wants. If the outcome he wants is to be with multiple women, and then he's trying to fixate himself on one woman, of course that man is going to struggle. But I feel like if it's the outcome that the man wants, I believe wholeheartedly a man can achieve that. That's what makes us kings. because we have the power to be able to do that.
And I think that's all with Lady Dow.
Nah, that's a fact though. I ain't gonna lie. Ray's was cooking though. Ray's was cooking. Darwin was cooking. You know, they I mean, they're literally right. It's just based on you. So basically, at the end of the day, when you break everything down to its nuts and bolts, you have to communicate. You gotta let your shorty know what it is out the gate. If you're gonna rock with her and only her, let that be what it is. But if you one of those guys like, look, bro, I don't mind keeping you as my main, taking care of you, doing what I need to do, but at sometimes I'm gonna step out. You gotta be okay with that. If you're not okay with it, I understand and I respect it, but I gotta move on. I'm not gonna change up who I am for you just to appease you. Not gonna happen. Because guess what? As we just seen it, there are women who understand it. There are women out here who understand a man's biology, and so therefore they're like, look, I ain't focused on that. I'm focused on are you gonna create and build a long-lasting legacy for me and for the family. You step out from time to time, I get it. I ain't worried about that. That's the last thing I'm worried about. Just don't bring home no diseases, no babies. And don't take away any resources from what we're trying to build here. But that doesn't necessarily mean go out there and be stupid and be wild and be reckless as well. So, I as a man love all women. Native women are a different breed. They're wild. Sisters be sharing their boyfriends. Ooh wee. Hey, I guess, bro, y'all got it. Hey, listen, do y'all thing. Especially in the UPike community, because they are trying to expand genetics. I mean, that's their thing. I ain't got nothing against nothing. Listen, they do what they do. Whether I agree with it or not, do what they do. 100 more, that's not wild when you deep dive into old text and document. Yep, exactly. So I'm pretty sure a lot of us came from backgrounds like that. If you dive deep enough, I'm pretty sure. 100% sure. So look, man, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure y'all hit that bell notification, bro. So look, let's go ahead and go to the last and final topic for tonight. Before we take it in, Myron Gaines, his buddy be out here in these streets debating all of these crash outs and these trolls and everything in between. So today he decided to I guess this guy's a YouTuber. I'm guessing some kind of YouTuber or some type of content creator. And he wanted to debate Myron. He's a young male feminist. And in my opinion, I ain't gonna say nothing. Let's just go ahead and get into the video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm, hit that bell notification. Before we go a nap for this. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So you telling me I can go drop off an ethnic native baby and have him named Afro Eagle? You can. Yes, Sirski. Afro Eagle. Let's get into it, dog.
I need to stop being a bum. I need to be the guy. I need to be the leader. And trust me, even though this sounds horrible, this is what women actually want. They'll just never admit it, though.
Okay, now check this out. For example, I had this post went crazy on
Hold on, let me. Is there anybody else? Because I know you've had the mic here for a bit, bro. So
anybody else? Hold on, where the white nigga go? Oh, that's my dog. Shout out to Myron. We outside. I'll be back.
All right, let's get into it.
Shout out Myron.
Yo.
We're talking about that right there. A woman should be in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You really believe that wholeheartedly?
Yeah.
All the way, 100%?
Yes.
You don't believe there's any woman that exists out there that's built to be entrepreneurs or CEOs that got that drive in them, and that was their path?
That's a minority.
It's a small minority, but you just made a broad statement saying it as if it applied to all women.
Yeah, it's a broad statement because the world works on generalities. Majority of women should be in the kitchen. Now, are there going to be some women out there that have higher IQs and are ambitious and can get stuff done? Sure. But the reality is that's a very small minority of women.
Then why don't you adjust your statement?
Because, I mean, the world...
You know that's going to piss people off. That's going to piss off a lot of women that's in those positions. Why would you say something like that?
Well, that proves my point, why they're inferior.
You're damn near losing hoes saying stuff like that. I ain't going to lie.
What this nigga just say? I know this man ain't just say what I think he just said. I know this man did not just say what the hell I think he just said. Let me run it back. Just to make sure I'm not losing brain cells. Just to make sure I'm not the one tripping here. Cause I know.
It's off a lot of women that's in those positions. Why would you say something like that?
Well, that proves my point. Why they're inferior.
You damn near losing hoes saying stuff like that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah. So here's the thing:
you losing biddies like that, bro. You scaring the hoes away.
Yeah, I don't really care.
With you.
I don't really care, bro, about losing hoes. I would argue.
So that's
like
I would argue being yourself and being authentic, even if you're offensive, women will respect that.
That's unnecessarily offensive, though. You can add a little more precision to your statement. Have everybody happy, everybody more educated.
So here's the thing. The only thing I could do is I could say something that's generally true. I can't control if someone gets offended by that.
This is what you need to do. Generally, women should be in the kitchen. Change my mind.
My whole thing is this. First and foremost, bro, you talking about losing hoes, bro. First of all, your mind is all the way fucked up. Your mind is all the way fucked up out the gate. You worried about not saying some shit because you gonna piss off some hoes because you leaving because some hoes ain't gonna fuck with you because you being honest. Let me let y'all know some shit right now, bro. For those of y'all who don't fucking know, for those of y'all who think that you gotta lie to get the biddies, for those of you who think that you being a fucking simp is gonna get you the biddies, let me help you understand something. Nothing turns a woman on more than the nigga that's real with her and the nigga that's gonna keep it a buck with her 1000% of the fucking time. Let me say that for you again. No situation. There is not a situation where at any given moment where you keep it a buck with you that these chicks gonna look at you crazy. 9 times out of 10, these chicks are gonna be even more attracted to you because now you done denied them. Whether you married, whether you got a girlfriend, whether you single, whichever one. You let the motherfuckers know, hey, listen, man, I'm married. Listen, I'm married. I got a woman. I got a wife. I'm kicking it. I'm chilling. I ain't with all that. Oh, but you can't have friends though. You telling me you can't have friends, but I mean, damn, but you so handsome though. You so cute though. Or whatever the case may be, man. Like, I feel you, bro. I appreciate you though. You know what I'm saying? But I'm straight. They gonna shoot they shot, bro. Just as if you got a girlfriend. Look, man, I got a situation. I got a chick at home. You know what I'm saying? I got all that going on, but I think you so attractive. Listen, I got this situation going on over here. Listen, I ain't gonna leave this situation here. I'm done with it. I'm straight. I'm good on you. Shorty gonna be trying to get you the whole fucking night. She wants you. And then mind you, this is just the fact that she just attracted to you. Let you actually really be fucking him. You that nigga, when you walk through the fucking room, they see you. And no, you ain't gotta be this 6'5" nigga walking through the goddamn doors so people can see you. We ain't talk about that. When you walk through the fucking door, you have a presence about yourself. You walk through the door, your head is up, your chest is out. We ain't talking about the niggas who trying to walk like this, like they fucking big, trying to take up all the room like they swole. But a nigga who walking with confidence within himself. He's dressed properly. He's dressed nice. He well put together, smelling good, feeling good, and he just walking. He's not focused on everybody else. He's narrow, walking through the room. He is him. I guarantee you gonna get the looks over that nigga, that 6'5", big goofy looking nigga over there. Guarantee it. Cause mind you, a lot of them tall ass niggas, they goofy as fuck anyway. It be the mid-size nigga who be pulling the bitches. The only reason some of them tall niggas only be getting these hoes because they athletes. Real talk. And they lame as fuck. That's a fact. And that's a fact. That's a fact, bro. Now, if you got a tall homeboy, use that to your advantage. Use that to your advantage to bring the biddies over, and guess what? They're going to realize you really him. So whichever way you want to put it, dog. But when you have that presence about yourself, when you're well put together, you're not focused on, oh, bro, where the hoes at, bro? I'm trying to bust something down tonight, bro. Where the bitches at, bro? Where the bitches at? when you ain't looking like, when you just focus, you just vibing out, you and your homies, you kicking it. I'm telling you, bro, the eyes is on you, bro. See, look. See, look, Ross said, I'm gonna get him in the section. You feel me? So, but look, I'm gonna be kicking it. I'm kicking it in the cut. What, JB, what you about 6'2"? JB about 6'2", somewhere around there. JB about 6'2". I ain't 6'2", so I'm kicking it. I'm vibing out. I'm chilling. I'm chilling, bro. I'm in my lane. I'm always in my own lane, bro. I'm always in my lane. I'm kicking it. You know what I'm saying? When I'm around the homies, I'm kicking it. I'm vibing the fuck out. But see, the people in my circle, they really him. Like, they really them dudes. So therefore, JB can do his thing. I can do my thing. The niggas in my circle, hey, bro, we can hold our own, bro. We can hold our own. But I be kicking it. I be straight kicking it. But nah, I just gave y'all a little gem there, bro. Focus on your confidence. Focus on getting that presence, maintaining that presence when you walk into a room. I'm telling you, just pay attention to how people watch you. It's different. And no, you ain't gotta be making 6 figures. You don't gotta be a multi-millionaire. It's all, you always want to strive for that. So please don't get me misconstrued. You always want to strive for that. That's what you want to strive for. That's the ultimate goal. But women can smell a man with purpose. A woman can smell a man that's disciplined. A woman can smell a man that's not out here being a creep and just trying to focus on getting the hoes. Telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
How about this? How about you set up a table? You put generally women should be in the kitchen on the other side.
Up.
And then you can go ahead and do that.
Set the table up. It ain't gonna be no argument. Everybody gonna agree with me because it's facts.
Yeah, sure. Then you can go ahead and set up a table and do that for your channel.
I'm just saying, bro, that's wrong right there.
This is generally true.
You basically said, I got this right here, but it's 70% right.
No, like more like 95% right.
Still ain't 100.
Damn near 100.
Is it 100?
Damn near 100.
Is it 100?
Again, exceptions don't make the rule.
Hey, it's a yes or no question. Is it 100?
It's never going to be 100.
That's all I'm saying.
There's exceptions to every rule, but it's statistically insignificant. It's such a small percentage.
How about this? I'll say this: the minority is definitely bigger than you think, especially in 2020.
What the fuck is he talking about? The minority don't mean that. So the minority, you can talk about what the minority is, but when you put it against the generality, the majority of people, that number is wildly insignificant. So you can talk, there are people that are, that are getting, there are entrepreneurs. Yes, we understand that. We have fucking common sense. We know that nothing is absolute, bro. But when you talk about the overwhelming majority, you solve for the majority, not the minority. What the hell? Like, what's wrong with this dude, bro? Did he just come to argue or what?
25, bro. Women is way more educated. They got way more opportunities, bro. There ain't nothing to laugh at. We see it all around us. We in Brickell, Miami. Most of these females out here running their own business. Solo dolo.
Actually,
hey, listen, Andre. Look, you say you 5'9", 200 pounds, little overweight, but I move, make money, not rich, but fortunate. Hey, there you go. Listen, you ahead of a lot of guys, bro. You already ahead of a lot of dudes. You are already ahead of a lot of dudes. Just continue to keep building on that. Keep building on. Don't get complacent. Don't get I'm comfortable while I'm mad. No, keep growing. Keep building. Keep getting better. Keep building your skills up. Keep growing, dog.
They're not, but that's fine. Like,
I mean, we know what goes on behind the scenes, but it's a decent amount of women that's running their own business, bro.
Let's be honest, man. A lot of the girls, when they're in college and getting educated, they get bullshit degrees to get a bullshit job. They might not even do that bullshit.
Ain't women
job.
Graduating from college at record levels right now?
Yeah, they are.
And ain't men going down?
Yeah, they are.
So we having more and more women entrepreneurs making 6 figures a year, and you think they belong in the kitchen? Yeah, they're clearly capable.
Yeah. No, they need to be in the kitchen.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm all for females being in their feminine energy. There are women out there that should definitely, be in the kitchen. That's where they flourish. You feel me?
That's the majority.
It could be it might be 61, 40, whatever right now. Still, it's a good amount of women, and it's increasing every day. 2025, Brickell, Miami, that should not be in the kitchen, bro. And you pissing them off saying that.
No, man, a majority should be in the kitchen. The women that are graduating from school, again, a lot of them graduate with bullshit degrees that don't really get them a job, right? They major in sociology, some other stuff. This is why women attend college at a higher rate, but they also major in dumber majors. And they don't really contribute to infrastructure. Despite the fact that they're graduating at higher rates, they still are not in job fields that lead to infrastructure, right? Plumbing, blue-collar work, construction, engineering, like anything that has to do with like human infrastructure, they're not involved. They're doing, office jobs with air conditioning. So men still build the world. Men still build the world, despite the fact not being represented at colleges. And also, let's be honest, the academic world has now turned into a progressive cesspool where people can push their leftist ideologies. It's not necessarily about learning a skill set anymore and becoming intelligent and competent.
Here to talk about all
it's about
that.
pushing leftist agendas.
What you mean you ain't here to talk about all that, nigga? All that's inclusive within it. What you mean? Oh, I ain't here to talk about that. What you mean, nigga? Nigga, you decided to get in this fire pit, so nigga, you finna deal with it. What you mean?
At least I got you to admit that sign a little wrong, and I was right.
No, you didn't get him to admit the sign. The sign isn't wrong because he's going based off of the majority. He's talking in general. You found a little. Oh well, what we know it's not 100%. Everybody knows that. Use your brain, big head,
bro. You're not right.
You admitted it like 3 times, folks,
bro.
3 times.
See, here's the thing. It's called common sense and being able to understand nuances. It's very difficult for things to be absolutely true every single time. However, in general, most women should be in the kitchen because most women need to have families and push society that way versus pursuing a career. And that's why I say more women are not pursuing that, and that's why we have the problems that we have.
Do you admit there's millions of women out there that flourish pursuing their career?
That what?
Flourish pursuing their career.
Again, that is a minority.
Do you admit that it exists though?
Bro, this nigga just here to argue, bro.
Do you admit that it exists?
Bro.
Hey, he's scared to debate me, all.
No,
hey,
bro, because you're making.
Yeah, you trying to debate. What you trying to do? You trying to back him up into a corner to make it seem like you're right. You're still wrong. He already answered the question. Listen, bro. Yes, what you saying is true. However, that's an insignificant number. That number don't mean shit compared to the generalities of the general people. When we talking, that's why people talk in general. When you say in general, that means the majority of people. You can put 100 people together, and out of those 100 people, 85%, or let's use 87% of the women are the ones that are not getting these these crazy degrees. They're not the ones that's out here going in STEM. They're not doing, they're not becoming a doctor, a lawyer, anything like that. They're getting these bullshit ass degrees, and they're not even using the degrees when they graduate. They still out here making $30,000, $40,000 or less. They need to be in the kitchen. That's what he's saying. That's the overwhelming majority. Now, yeah, of course, there's another percentage of women that are the entrepreneurs, that have gotten their degrees. They are lawyers. They are doctors. They are in STEM. They are doing these things. They are making 6 figures. But that number is so low and insignificant. So that means out of 100 people, you only got 13 girls that's actually entrepreneurs and making 6 figures. The other 87, what are they doing? Nothing. Bugging.
You're making a really bad argument because you're making an argument for the exception and the minority.
The exception is way bigger than you think. That's all I'm saying. You acting like it's 1%. It might be 10. It might be 15. It might be 20. It definitely ain't 1 in 20.
Still the minority. It's still the minority, which means the generalities.
And your sign don't say that,
bro.
Am I wrong?
It's called common sense.
Am I wrong? Lock it in, bro.
It's called common sense.
Lock it in, bro.
It's called common sense. It's called common sense, bro. I guess common sense is no longer common, man.
These are just facts, bro. I'm sorry. It's okay to be wrong sometimes.
What is he wrong about?
Yeah,
it's cool talking to you though.
The base of his argument.
What is he? What the fuck is he? See, I can't stand niggas like this, bro. I really can't. You caping for bitches. You just can't. You literally just came up there to argue, to move the goalpost, and then try to corner somebody and think you won. You ain't won shit. What did you win? What did you win? You clearly moved the goalpost. All right, bro, but your sign is wrong. No, the sign isn't, because he explained to you that we're talking in general. So why should he change the sign to in general? Because people have fucking common sense to know, well, not everybody. People who do have common sense understand that we understand that it's not everybody. That's why there's this saying called, if it don't apply, let it fly. you know it don't apply to you. So therefore, it's like, well, shit, I'm not a part of that. So that ain't got shit to do with me. I ain't got no dog in this fight. You feel me? But you got. I want to say it. I want to say it so bad. You got Travis. You got Travis Hunter, little cousin. You know what I'm saying? Baby Diddy Kong. Let me chill, bro. Let me chill. Let me chill. Let me chill. If you are making 100K, you are in poverty. You can't afford to pay for your expenses if you don't. I disagree. It depends on how you living. It depends on your living means. It depends on how you living, bro. Because you got people that are making 100K and they still living in poverty. They still living paycheck to paycheck. It's about how it's about how you spend your money. It's about how it's your way of living. Are you living above your means, or are you living right at your means of 100K? Because you can be making 60K, you can be making 60K a year and be doing good, because that means you ain't got no. Especially if you've done the hard work up front, you paid off all your debt, you ain't got no debt, you just got 60K. Now you're saving and investing your money. Nah, you can be living good. You can be living a good life. Like a really good life, better than somebody who's making 200K a year. That's in debt. That's in full of debt because they got the cars, because they want to keep up with the Joneses. They got this new 3,000 square foot home that they're living in, 4 or 5 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, backyard. Now they paying for all this extra shit, bills on all the extra miscellaneous shit. They probably got student loan debt. They got credit card debt. They got all this shit, and they paying, and they struggling at 200K. So it ain't necessarily the 100K that makes you not in poverty. It's the mindset that puts you in poverty. It's the mindset, bro. It's the mindset. Most people don't even know how to invest their money, even when they're making 100K. Some people who make far less than 100K, they understand how to invest their money. They know how to invest their money. They know, like, look, all I got right now, I know I could put $20 into this brokerage account. Mind you, hear me clearly. I never said savings account. I said brokerage account. Might have to start the Patreon. May have to make a Patreon video on that. Shout out to Anton. But yeah. I said add all expenses without add all your expenses up without the car and house, and it is still around 45K to live a year. What do you mean? Hold on, you said add all your expenses. No, you add all of that in, because your car is an expense. Your car is an expense. Your house is an expense. What you mean? All of that is an expense. That's an expense. It's a liability. It ain't making you money. It's not making you money. Well, your house could, because you're getting equity, but it's an expense. You gotta spend that money. You gotta spend that money, regardless. No money your car is not bringing you money. Unless you're doing Uber or some shit. Other than that, it's not bringing you any money on any level. Yeah, unless you buy the car outright, but most people aren't buying their cars outright. Most people don't even have the money to even purchase a car straight cash. You feel me? Most people don't even have the money to buy a car straight cash. So guess what they do? They go and purchase, they go and get a loan out for that car. Now they're paying on that car. But that's the thing. Some people are car poor. Some people are car poor. Some people are house poor. But they still got that expense. It's still an expense at the end of the day. Now, if you start to learn on the ad side, now if you start to learn the other side, on the other side of that, now if you open up an LLC, man, listen, I'm about to, oh shit, should I do it? No, I don't think I will. I don't think I'm gonna do it, because I think this is something good that I should start. I should make a Patreon video for this. But now if you take the other side, an LLC side, and then you really understand how to leverage your LLC for taxes and all that good stuff, yeah, you can write a lot of different things off. You could write a lot of different things off. You know, like this live stream, everything that I'm using to conduct this live stream can be a write-off. Mean ass tax breaks. This room that I'm using, tax break. The internet, the electricity that I'm using for this live stream, tax breaks. The business trips, the meetups that we will be having, guess what? Tax write-off. But that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. But the ultimate topic is starting at the basics, learning to save your money on the low end. Start on the low. You don't need $100 to start saving your money. You don't need $100. You don't need $200, bro. If you can only save $5, that's a start, and you can build on that. Everybody got to start from somewhere. Everybody has at least $5 to invest their money. We're not talking about your traditional savings account. We talking about a savings account where you put into a brokerage account where it builds on compounded interest. Compounded interest. And you make money over time because what? You play the long term. You don't play the short term. You ain't looking for a quick gain. You're looking for a long term gain. Then you start to dive into the type of benefits that your job gives. Stock options. Then you could take, instead of you having to worry about what's coming out of your paycheck, you could just automatically have your money go right into your brokerage account. You don't even have to look at it. Which I would recommend you look at it because, you know, I read a study that typically more people who tend to look into their bank account every day or their brokerage account or whatever the case, they tend to save their money a lot more than somebody who don't. Just saying. They tend to be a little bit better with their money. But that's the basic level. That's the basic level of the things that I've implemented, that I've learned, and that I'm implementing. You know, 401ks, IRAs, and all that good stuff. You can dive into all that good stuff later. But I'm telling you, all I'm saying is this. Mark my words. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this on here, and I've said it before already. YouTube is gonna make me a lot of money. YouTube is gonna make me a lot of fucking money. It's gonna make me a lot of fucking money. That's why I'm looking at it as a long-term play, not a short-term play. This ain't something that's just gonna be fly by night, you know, something that's just gonna happen. Like, oh, okay, well, I'm done. You know, I had fun with it. No, I've done some more research. I've been doing some more deep diving into this and the things that I can do and the things that I can leverage and the avenues that I can go using this platform. Oh my God. Endless. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to have the Patreon and I'm going to show other people how to do it. Because what y'all don't understand is I'm doing this in real time. I'm building this shit in real time. I'm building this in real time. You've seen it. You're going to see the glow up in real time. And whenever y'all got time, go look at my first video that I ever fucking made. My first video. My first live stream video. Go look it. Go check it. Matter of fact, I'll check it out. We can check it out together. Let's watch it together. This shit is crazy. But no, buddy tripping, man. I don't know what type of timing he on. He bullshit. Before we go, let's go look at it real quick. Let's go look at it. Because this shit is funny as hell. Let's see. All right, let's go to my live. Ha, that's crazy. Look at this shit here. Yeah, that's what he wanted. So look, this is my first live stream, dog. This one right here. Ha! This is funny. This is hilarious. The business stays afloat, and let's just say some shit happened to your business. Somebody breaks a window or something. Boom, you gotta have insurance. You gotta focus on all that. There's so many different nuances and things that goes on just to being an entrepreneur. That sometimes a lot of people, you know what, man, I'd rather have my own job. I'd rather just know that I'm working from X, Y, and Z, and just, you know what I'm saying, then just go home and do what I gotta do. But for the other people who understand, like, all right, look, my job is the funder, just look at it like this. My job is the leverage that can help me start another business or a different job opportunity or different opportunities, to help me invest in opportunities, to help me grow my funds in a sense. And so if you start looking at your job as, because here's the thing, a lot of people talk about, well, your jobs don't care about you. Let's be honest, your job ain't supposed to care about you. The only thing it's supposed to care about is, are you doing your job that they hired you to do? Are you doing that job? And when you do that job, are you getting paid to do the job? And if you're getting paid to do your job, that's all that matters. Hey, you come there, you do your job, you get paid, you go home. You do the same thing, and you take that money and you put it in your investment accounts, and you make sure you fund your lifestyle. You do all of these different things with your money as you should, in order to continue to keep leveling up. And once you get to a position where you're like, you know what, I've stayed here long enough, now I need to move on. Get everything you can out of that job. Extract as much as you can. If they have schooling, go back to school, especially if they pay for it. Go back to school. No, it doesn't have to be a 4-year degree. If they have little courses where you can get a certification, or if they have junior college where you can get an associate's degree in a certain specific area in which you're interested in, do that. Extract everything you possibly can from that job. Get everything you can so that way you can level up. So that's a tip for you right there. But let's get back to it. Fam. Even then, that was a little over a year ago when I made that first one. When I made that first video. A little over a year ago. But when you look at, like, even just look at the brand, just look at the brand change. Look how everything changed. I went from this still trying to figure it out to this. Then we went to this. As you can see, you can tell the quality change though. Like, look at the video quality though. Link in the comments, and there's also a link in the description if you want to support the brand, if you're rocking with the brand, if you're really rocking with me, and also all the other links that I have as well, if you know, for Dad Gang and all the equipment that I use for my live streams as well. So without further ado, I got a lot to talk about, man. We finna talk about this GOAT debate, because I've been going back and forth with a lot of people about this damn GOAT debate. Then we're gonna talk about this relationship, and that's when I ain't have no hang time either. I ain't have no hang time in my braids, dog. Shit. Was able to see his greatness. I was still able to see it. And I'm objectively speaking on the fact that, yes, Michael Jordan is definitely in the top 3. I'm not arguing that. But he ain't number 1. He was. Not no more. Y'all see the difference though? Y'all see, so that bare ass background, that's everything that's back here now. It's everything that's back here. It's everything that's in this background right now. And then from that video, then as you can see, we kept getting better. Little small things kept coming, small things, small changes. Trying to figure it out. Why y'all crying, bro? What are you crying for, dog? What are you crying for? I don't even know.
We go get one.
Look, I wasn't going to sleep, but do y'all see this? Do you see it? Let me move in close. Y'all see that? Do y'all see that?
Smack. Landslide. Yeah, that's just crazy, bro. And then so I think everything started to kind of I started to slowly find myself a little bit. Like when I got my first bite.
Majority of the people who love and enjoy my
all the
are
videos are
subscribers.
That's how I used to start.
It ensures that you never miss any more live streams, tips, or hot topics. Plus, the support that you give, it allows me to continue to keep giving you the content that you love. So if you gain any value here, be sure to subscribe right now. And let's get back to the video.
Look at that. No, the transition wasn't that smooth. Transition wasn't that smooth, but it's growing pains though. That's a part of it. Look at that shit. What is good with y'all, man? What's popping? It may not be 500K, but there are a lot of black men who are making decent money and they're making a solid living that, and it's just not highlighted as it should be. So I definitely wanted to put that out there for sure. Look, I just wanted to go ahead and give that quick snippet, just for Black History Month, and I appreciate y'all. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. So I want to move on to the next topic here, man. And so it's a bit of bottom. That's crazy, y'all. No, this shit's wild to me, fam. Then it had me doing interviews with Pop the Balloon chicks and shit. Videos. I'll give you an example. There was this video.
So we got 3 ladies.
Look, wait, hold on. How tall are you, Rizoma?
I'm 4'8", so I'm legally a midget.
Yeah. Dang. I got you.
Yeah, I was the shortest one in the room. So
yo, Peep. So you see her right here too. She was on the show with us just this past weekend.
Oh yes, I love Rhea. She's great.
Yeah, she was on the show too. That's dope.
She's amazing.
Thank you. I'm gonna hand this over to you. Just be careful with the briefcase and the mic. Okay. All right.
That's crazy, y'all. That shit's wild. That is wild, bro. The glow up is crazy, and we still ain't even hit the full transformation yet. We still ain't hit the full transformation. Then that's when I kind of just sort of started finding her. She was also.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So what were you saying now?
I was saying that I was brought on by a friend. She invited me. It was one of the other girls that was on the show, Shelly.
Okay.
So yeah, she invited me.
Okay. So then was this something that you just did you already hear about it before? Was that your first time hearing about it when she brought you on?
No, I've watched.
Yeah, all this shit's crazy. Yeah, as y'all can see, the background was different. I had the Arizona background, all of that. That shit's wild, bro. But it's dope though to see the difference and the glow up and the change. It's fire to see. And then after that, that's when I really started to find like my brand. And when you see my thumbnails, it all started to look congruent, looks the same. And I really started to find this like, all right, this is what's gonna work. And so here we are. Here we are to this day, and we only gonna continue to keep going up from here. Only gonna continue to keep going up from here, dog. You feel me? So yeah, bro, tonight was dope. It's always dope when I come kick it with y'all, man. Y'all come kick it with me and we talk about these topics, man. I forgot. I love this role. This role feels so good. I ain't gonna lie. But look, man, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. If you want to support the channel, the link is in the description. And as well in the comments as well. We're almost at 1K. Where we at? Where are we sitting at right now? Let me look. We are currently sitting at YouTube. There we go. 947 subscribers. We are currently at 947 subscribers. We are pushing that needle. We are getting closer and closer and goddamn closer. We almost there, man. We almost there to the finish line. Appreciate y'all. Thank you guys. And until next time, man, I'll holler.